Dcryptofan, what's going on, beautiful people? What's going on? Got that market is green, huh? Yeah, that's President Trump speaking yesterday. Got that market green. And Supreme Court coming down and shutting down the tariff talks. Seems like the market is settling down since all the tariff talks are coming down. And it seems like traders, so you understand, right before the State of the Union, a lot of traders would jump out the market because they're scared of what's going to be said. So that's why you're seeing a lot of the market change, because now it's not like the president said anything directly about crypto. I watched it; it wasn't anything directly about crypto, but it was just the fact that people feel like there's some type of there's nothing crazy coming across the. What's going on? What's going on? What's good? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Basically, there was no surprises, and then with the tariff talks and him also announcing that the Supreme Court basically turned down the certain tariff taxes. I should say not charges, tariff taxes. So now that uncertainty is kind of gone, and you know that crypto is a risk asset. So when there's uncertainty, Vintage Black, what's going on? We got everybody joining. So usually when there's uncertainty, crypto is going to get hit first. So now because people feel that sentiments have somewhat changed, and also you got to understand, before these State of the Unions, traders are going to get out the market. They're not going to be in the market because they're scared. They don't know what the president's going to say. So a trader's going to pull out the market. So what you're seeing now is a lot of money coming back into the market. Not even a lot. I don't want to say a lot, but I think we went down to $2.2 trillion. We are $2.35 trillion. We were at 11% fear and greed index. Now we're at 16% fear and greed index. You've seen a lot of movement. Yeah, that's what that is. Bloomberg reported and Yahoo both reported that they feel the market is moving just because of the sentiments. It was nothing directly. It just let me get into the Yahoo article and read it to you guys. I don't want you guys to think that this not all this stuff is my opinion. Don't want you to think that. A lot of this stuff I get from articles. I'll read articles. I'll get Bloomberg, and I'll look up the articles and see what's going on and see exactly what the State of the Union is. You know what I mean? So I don't want you guys to think I just go just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? I like to actually look up and see exactly what's going on out there. You know what I mean? And I like to look at different articles. So I'll go on Bloomberg, Yahoo, because even last night, right, with what the president was talking, I'll go back and forth for CNN and Fox, so I can hear what both sides are saying. I like to hear both sides of the aisle argument. Really do. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to hear. But anyway, so Yahoo reported this today, and this is from Bloomberg. Bitcoin approaches 70,000 as risk appetite returns to crypto. Remember what I was telling you guys as far as risk? When there's risk in there, crypto is going to be one of the first assets to lose money because it's still volatile. It hasn't been around long enough to where people feel all the way solid in it. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the market, S&P 69, boys, S&P about to break 7,000. Crazy. Anyway, so Bitcoin approaches $70,000 as risk appetite returned to crypto. Bitcoin approached 70,000 levels, snapping a 3-session losing streak as stocks posted modest gains and broader risk sentiments improved with NVIDIA Corp earnings reports. The largest crypto climbed as much as 9.3% to 69,000 in New York trading market, the biggest trade day gain since February 6th, as technical stocks led tentative rebound across risk assets. So they're saying this is the highest that's bounced at 9.3% since February 6th. All right. The Bellwether digital assets last reached 70,000 on February 16th. Ether rose 13% and around 2,100 digital assets wait a second, last reach 70,000 on February 16th. Ether rose 13% and around 2,100. Yeah, so that's why Yahoo's reporting the move highly likely reflects some dip buying behavior after the extended sell-off. The Cornmore co-founder of Orbit Markets adding that Bitcoin reached 70K with Swift the narrative. The modest relief rally took hold after being a State of the Union address from the U.S. President. NIVDA seen the broad parameter of AI fuel trade. So I guess, boy, they must have. I wonder what did NIVDA? That NIVDA report must have been real good, boy. So they gave a bullish quarterly revenue forecast, saying that they build out an AI computing remains on track. An initial uptick in cryptocurrency came alongside the rise of equities as President Donald Trump defended his economic record. The Supreme Court decision. Now, this right here, this is what I was talking about, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this part right here. This was what I feel personally. Now, this is my opinion, what they're talking about right here. This is what I felt made the market move right here. The Supreme Court decision invalidating his ability to use emergency powers to impose so-called reciprocal tariffs. That's what it is. The key policy initiatives contributes to the plunge in crypto prices earlier this week after Trump invoked a different authority to say he would impose 15% global tariffs. So if you guys haven't been paying attention for the last year, every time, majority of the times, every time President Trump came with a tariff, every time he came with a tariff, when he would say he's going to impose a tariff on the country, that's when you would see the market drop. All right, that and yeah, so and a lot of people were doing shorts based on that. I'm not gonna lie to you, that market was moving up and down off of what Trump was saying about tariffs. It affected the market. When he said wars, it affected the market. It would cause a big dump. And that's what's happening. That's what's happened October 10th. And since then, the market's been down. So now that the Supreme Court decision invalidating his ability to use emergency powers to impose so-called reciprocal tariffs. So that's what it is. So now people are feeling like, okay, now you don't have to deal with those dips anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. The D Hill, what's going on? What's going on? We got D Hill in the building. What's going on? So that's why the market is feeling the sentiments right now. It's like, okay, we don't have to worry about these tariffs anymore. Appreciate it. So that's what's going on. So when you're seeing the that tariff talk, that's what that is. So now that the Supreme Court is taking that ability away from the president, these emergency tariffs, now sentiments are like, okay, we can kind of get some type of, Tammy Lynn, what's going on with you? How you doing? So we could get some type of D Hills in the building. You already know. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love. So that's what that is, man. So now, hopefully, we won't have to deal with those huge dips anymore. These because those tariffs and the war, they were affecting the market heavy, man. Every time there was a tariff, you saw the market drop 20%, 30% off a tariff talk. You guys know what tariffs are? Those are basically taxes on goods. So every time there was taxes on good based on countries, it would make the risk management of investors, they don't want to mess with crypto when there's risk in the air. When they don't know, when business owners don't know if their goods are going to be, the price is going to go good, the price of goods are going to go up, they don't want to throw no money at crypto. They look at it still as a high risk asset. Okay, so now that investors feel like, okay, we're not going to have to deal with these huge dips, because for traders, it's got to be crazy. Traders are getting liquidated, because they're making bets that, okay, the crypto market is going to be this way, and then after that, the president comes out with a speech, and then the market shorts, and then all of a sudden he'll come out and say it's all good, and then the market pumps. So both ways. Remember, people are gambling that the market is going to go down. People gambling the market is going to go up. All right, so that's what that is. That's what traders do. So you understand, when people are trading, that's what they do. All right. So that's what got some market moving, the state of the address. And then also, let's keep it going. The president, who has seen as a pro crypto when he returned to the White House last year, didn't mention digital assets in his speech. That's the only reason why I even watched it. I watched the whole thing hoping that that he would talk about crypto. That's really why I was watching. Appreciate it. That's good market, my Supreme Court decision. Let me tell you. So that's what I feel that the Supreme Court decision is what slowed it down. But here it goes. He never said anything. Crazy thing, he never said, he didn't mention the Clarity Act. I was looking to see if he was going to mention the Clarity Act. He didn't mention anything whatsoever. I mentioned back, yes, he didn't even whisper the word. All right, isn't that wild? He didn't mention anything. And you know what I thought was interesting? Did you see the part when the president said there will be no insider trading? He said, did y'all see that part? He said there will be no insider trading. I'm like, so what about what about WLFI? How's that going to work? how's that going to work? Like how does that work? Okay. You gonna pretend not to know information? Julia, what's going on? Yeah. So, and then the thing about it, it was wild. It was wild to watch, and I watched the whole thing just because I wanted to see if he was going to mention anything about crypto, which he didn't. But yeah. But the market is moving because of those sentiments, because of the Supreme Court taking away that power, that decision to go ahead and do to put tariffs as a national emergency. That's huge. The president, who seems all right as a pro crypto when he returned to the White House last year, didn't mention the digital assets in his speech. The U.S. demand has been down across crypto market, but now investors are seeing a rotation into altcoins, with more than outstripping Bitcoin, and said Daniels Reyes-Farrell, chief executive officer of Zero Stack. Bitcoin traders inside a broader market system now, so that when liquidity tightens, volatility increases. He said, adding the assets like Solana that generate real yield will hold up better than the assets that were just moving on momentum. Okay, the industry mode remains cautious. February 5th, Bitcoin tumbled some 13%, the most nearly in 4 years. The token is down nearly 50% from the all-time high, almost $127,000, reached in early October. All right, investors avoiding reading too much into the recent gains after a large drift lower. The head over the counter trading, I'm talking about the CTO, OTC, sorry, Wintermute, adding untold tokens over 75,000. It's hard to see many taking it seriously. Nearly 9 million Bitcoin, 45% of all tokens in circulation, are worth less than what holders paid for them, according to data from Research Glassden. That examples explain that why rally is dying on arrival. Wow. So they're saying, listen to this. They're saying nearly 9 million Bitcoin, all right, 45% of all tokens in circulation are worth less than what holders have paid for them. So basically saying that most people that own Bitcoin are down right now. That's what they're saying. According to data from Research Glassnode that helps explain why every rally is dying on arrival. Burn holders sell into any bounce, snapping upward momentum. All right. See the parallels between the current situation and what happened in 2022, when a sharp decline was followed by months of sideways momentum. Only then did the market turn to growth and renew to highs, which took over the year, Alex, the chief market of FX Pro, said this week. All right, so that's what they're talking about. So basically, they're talking about the reason why they're saying, this Bloomberg and Yahoo are saying the reason why the market is moving is because the sentiments that the tariff talks are taking away the power from Trump to go ahead and put these tariffs against countries that we've seen through the year. When we saw big tariff news, we seen the market drop. So I guess sentiments are they feeling that, all right, that taking out the equation would take out the volatility and stop the traders from getting wrecked. And also, last night everybody was talking about the Zebec app. So I wanted to get into that Zebec app because yesterday we were talking about that Zebec app. So I want to do my real research and find out exactly what's going on with that Zebec app. King Crypto was going crazy last night on some Zebec way. I was go back and read the comments to see like if I missed anything to see what was going on. So I was go back and go look at the comments to see exactly what's going on with it and see what everybody's saying, because sometimes I'm just reading. So I just want to make sure and get into it and go see what's going on. So Zebec, the super app. So what it is, let's get into that. Let me get into that bad boy. Wait 1 second here. So Zebec today came out with a super app, and the thing about that app, it's going to be all in one. So you could do it. So on that application, you're going to be able to go to use the Zebec staking. You can use both the carbon card, the silver card. You could do the payroll, and you could do also one more thing they had on there. They had payroll, they had staking, they had what else on there? Let me see right quick. Make sure I got everything. Wait 1 second here. Make sure I got everything. So the payroll, they're gonna be able to give you the card. They're gonna be able to do the payroll, the staking, treasury tools, and stablecoin integration. So you'll be able to do it on all one dashboard. Okay, and it's gonna be run through USDC, which is Circle, and you know that's pegged to the digital dollar. So that's what they're talking about. So on this application, you'll be able to do all one thing. So basically, if you're a business owner, you can have the application. If you're doing payroll, you can do it right there on this application. It's for desktop. They don't have any mobile apps yet, but it's on a desktop. So, and it's going to be running on Solano. So that's exactly what it is. So that's what they were talking about when they were saying the Zebec Super App. It's an application that's a desktop application that you're able to do all on one application. So basically, you could pay. Say you were an employer, and you wanted to go ahead and you want to put your employees on a payroll. So you will be on this dashboard. You could pay them on USDC. USDC is Circle, which is a US digital dollar, which your bank will actually take. So basically, what this would do, this will give them an application where they could do that. And also on the application, you could go ahead and do use payroll app. So basically, before with Zebec, you would have to go to application for payroll. You're gonna have to go do a different application for the carbon card. You have to do a different application for staking. You have to do a different application for using treasury. So what they did one super app where you could do it all in one. You got me? That's exactly what it is. So now, if you run your payroll, you can stream the payroll live right off that dashboard. You use the debit card, the credit card. The debit card, what it does in the carbon card, they take crypto or fiat or stablecoin and they turn it to fiat, which will turn it to cash. So basically, you get paid say you have an employer or you're an employer, or just say you're an employee, right? And you work for somebody, they can pay you in real time off the dashboard in USDC, which is a digital dollar. And if you're an employer, you're going to have somebody working for you. You can pay them in USDC and payroll in real time. You got it? So that's what that would do. And also on this app, you could do staking and treasuries. Those are all tools for business owners. So that's another thing. And then there's an application where basically if you're on there, you can get paid on there, put on your card. Say you're working for somebody. You get the USD, put in your carbon card, go to the bank, wow, get your money. That's simple. They're trying to do a one-stop shop. So that super application is going to allow you to do all of that. That's what Zebec is doing. Now, people going to say, once again, why the price is not moving, right? You guys remember, the price is not moving. Just so you understand, the price is not moving until they start using the application. So basically, for these transactions, they use Zebec. So basically, they use Zebec token for these transactions. Understand? So that's what you need. You need this at use. It's almost like XRP. You need this at use as volume, just like any other coin, any other token. How does Ondo grow? You got to tokenize a whole lot of value on there. How does XRP move? You got to move a whole lot of money at scale. How's Zebec gonna move? Payroll. You need to be streaming payroll, a whole lot of payroll, so you're moving, so you have Zebec moving the tokens. Understand? That's how this thing works. That's the fees. That's the gas fees or the tokens for Zebec. Okay, and then Solano is the highway. You got me? That's exactly what it is. So on the Zebec app, remember what it does: streaming payroll, debit card. Remember, it's the silver card and the carbon card. Zebec staking, where you stake for a certain time and you get monies. Treasuries for business tools, all on one dashboard. Got me? That's what the super app does. All right. So imagine you go to work. Use what Zebec, for people don't tune in. Imagine you go and you go to work. You have to get paid every 2 weeks. Zebec, what they do is allow you to get paid in real time. That day, that second. It's like streaming. All right. Streaming payroll. You work 1 hour, you earn that instantly. You got me? So that's what the difference. So what they're doing, they build a super app where you can do all in one. So if you're a business owner, you'll have to run to different applications. Just like G Treasuries. You see G Treasuries that XRP did, where they did one dashboard for CFOs, where the business owners, all right, financial officers, they can sit there on that dashboard and they have the access to use XRP Rails. Doesn't this kind of remind you of XRP? Does this remind you if I was following the model? Think about it. XRP just did G Treasuries. That's the dashboard. That's a dashboard that allows companies to move money in different banks. So imagine you're a CFO and you need to go into Bank of America. You need to go into Wells Fargo. You got to go into crypto.com. What XRP did, Ripple did, they bought G Treasuries that does that and added the rails where you could use XRPL. Okay, so now here goes Zebec doing a dashboard that you could do stream real-time payroll and you could pay people out in USDC, which is the US digital dollar. It's pegged to the dollar. You got me? All on one application. That's what the Zebec Super App is. All right? Just want to break that because everybody was talking about it yesterday. My chat will go wild, man. Let me tell you, the chat was going crazy yesterday. When I go back and read the comments, like, boy, y'all be missing some Zebec news. Just like I read, like Tammy Lynn said. Just like Tammy Lynn said, I read it. Thank you, Tammy Lynn. I read it. Tammy Lynn says, you know, we all own Zebec here. For real. I was like, Tammy Lynn, for real. We calm down. We all own Zebec here, man. We ain't getting Zebec. Hey, I went back and I read the comments. I was like, you're absolutely right, Tammy Lynn. We all own Zebec here, man. Hey, Tammy Lynn, you know I went and got me some Pingu. Let me tell you, I own Pingu so high. And I had to go. I went and bought me some Pingu the other day. I've been staying away from memes. I've been attacking utility coins. And let me tell you, that Chainlink and Ondo, boy, let me tell you, Chainlink is getting a lot of buzz. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chainlink, it's like it goes like in cycles. You'll be getting a lot of buzz about XRP, then you start getting a lot of buzz about HBAR, then it'll go to Ondo, then it'll go Solano. And right now, Chainlink is getting the buzz right now, man. Chainlink is getting the buzz. I'm not even gonna hold you. So if you guys just tuned in, I know you guys are looking at the market. The market is up. It's at $2.35 trillion. The fear and greed index is at 16%. The other day we were at 11. It came up to 15, came back down to 11. I want to see if we could break 2.5 trillion. Actually, we just went to 2.36 trillion. So as we're talking, the market is moving. Yeah, I want to see what sentiments were about. So what Bloomberg and Yahoo, they're saying why the market changed. If you just tuned in as Dcryptofan, what we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn, no hype, no cap. And if you notice, all the markets up. S&P 500's up 0.81. It's right there at 6,946. Dow's up 49,000. Russell 2,000. 2,600, NASDAQ 23. Listen, everything is up after the speech. Gold is not up. So, well, damn. Gold fell 26%? Wow. Gold fell 26%. That's crazy. That's wow. Huh? That's crazy. Huh? Damn. Let me tell you, that gold and silver ran, boy. That thing ran taking a serious breather. It's taking a serious breather. But anyway, so let's get into this. So y'all wondering why the market's going up and why we're seeing green. So Bloomberg and Yahoo reported this morning, it's because of the State of the Union, because of the president's speech. And mind you, this is not from me. This is coming from them. So I want to go ahead and explain that. What you say Dream Streets info? Nah, I didn't see that. Nah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Nah, I didn't see that. I gotta see that. You got that? If you have it, send it to me. Manipulation. Wow. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. The way they moving, I believe there's been a lot of manipulation personally. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? You sent it to me earlier. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it. I gotta take a look at that. Let me tell you, I gotta take a look at that. I believe there's been a lot of manipulation in a different type of way. Let me tell you, man, there was no way possible that these institutions and these banks are coming in with crypto at the all-time high. There's too much money on the sideline. It's just too much. You're gonna tell me these banks, Vanguard, BlackRock, JP Morgan, listen, you think they're gonna come in at Bitcoin at 127,000? You think they're gonna come in at XRP at $3.66? You think that? I don't know. I didn't think that. I just couldn't see it. It didn't make sense to me. They're too powerful. Why? You control the market. Why? I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. Listen, you tell me if I ran a AUM, assets under management, $11 trillion, and y'all got $3 trillion in that market, and I got 11 trillion, and I got my homeboy over there. He got 9 trillion. He got 5 trillion. Over here, me and all my homeboys together, just us little group right here, got $30 trillion. You think you with $3 trillion, $4 trillion gonna dictate to me what price I'm gonna get it? I'll shut you down. Straight up. Calm down, bring the prices in, and let me come in, and I'll make y'all all money. That would be my stance on it. I don't know. I don't know. Why would y'all do? Why would y'all do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna pay y'all? Let me tell you, y'all gonna pay top price, or y'all want a discount? Just asking. I'm not no. Hey, listen, I'm 51 years old. You paying top price, or you running things? You running things. You're gonna pay top price. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know about that. Remember, they're in the business. Remember this. Their assets under management. They're in business to do one thing. They're in business to do one thing. They got one job. One job and one job only. That's to make money. That's it. I'm telling you. That was my opinion. And that's my humble opinion. And that I'll say, do your own research, but that's how I feel. I didn't. To me, when ETFs were coming out, I'm like, wait a second, man. Oh yeah, we about to have a run that's going. I just didn't feel like, listen, we're gonna be up there top and they're buying in. No, I figured they would all. In my mind, I felt that they would buy it all up as much as they can, then throw on a signal and come out and tell the world, all the retail investors, that crypto's the best thing ever, and then people are gonna be trying to FOMO in and jump in at crazy prices, and then I think we all gonna make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But anyway, let's get into this. I just want to show you the sentiments that Yahoo and Bloomberg are talking about. This is not Dcryptofan. This is on Yahoo Finance. You can go look this up yourself, okay? This and Bloomberg. Bitcoin approaches 70,000 as risk appetite returns to crypto. Take a look at this. Bitcoin approached the 70,000 level, snapping a 3-session losing streak as the stock posted a modest gain and broader risk sentiments improved as Niva Corp earnings report. All right. So basically, as Niv them must have said they made some money. All right. The largest crypto climb as much as 9.3%. All right. So it ran to 69,987. In New York trading market, the biggest entry day gain since February 6th. So they basically saying that 9.3% that Bitcoin grew today is the biggest that's grown since February 6th. Okay. As technology stocks led tentative rebound across assets. So basically they're saying that, like you see how the S&P, they're talking about tech stocks did a rebound basically after the speech, president's speech, okay? The State of the Union. All right. Now, the bellwether digital asset last reached 70,000 on February 6th. On February 16th, Ether rose 13% to around 2,100. Okay. Now, mind you, this is Yahoo Finance and Bloomberg. Now, listen to this. This is crazy right here. The move higher likely reflects some dip buying behavior after extended sell-off, said Carolyn Marin, the co-founder of Orbit Market, adding that Bitcoin reached 70,000 would shift the narrative. All right? Listen to this part. This part right here gets wild. The modest relief rally hold after banging State of the Union address from the U.S. president. NIVDA seen a barometer for an AI-fueled trade, gave a bullish quarterly review revenue forecast, signaling a build out of AI computing remains on track. An initial uptick in crypto came alongside a rise in equities as President Trump defended his economic record. All right, the Supreme Court, this is the part I'm talking about right here. This is why the market started moving, because remember, we keep getting hit with these tariff wars, these tariff threats that keep going out to different countries. So what that does, that causes uncertainty in the market. So when these tariff talks and these war talks go on, people don't know if the prices of goods are going to go up. Because when you do a tariff, it's taxes. So what happens is these companies, institutions, these large investors, they don't want to put money and risk assets without knowing what's coming down the road. God forbid they have in their business, they put a tariff. Let's say they're buying something for $1,000. They put a tariff that's 50%. Now they're paying $1,500. When you're running businesses, that could really affect the costs. Okay, so they don't want to throw money at risk assets without knowing what's coming up. So what this tariff talk would do in these wars, this war talk would do, the sentiment would come where people like, let's take it out of risk assets and put it on the sideline, even put it on a bond, just to make sure that they're not losing money off of any type of crazy news. Okay, so that's what that is. So now that Trump, the Supreme Court decision to invalidate his ability to use emergency powers to impose so-called reciprocal tariffs, that's what it is. So now people feel a sentiment, okay, if now he taking away the power where he can put tariffs, emergency tariffs out the countries, that volatility will be gone. Well, majority of the volatility where you're having those dips when out of nowhere it comes out with these tariff threats, okay, that usually end up working out, but as threats get big money and them well scared. All right. So the key policy, all right, entates contribute to the plunge in crypto prices earlier this week after Trump invoked a different authority to say he would impose 15% global tariffs. See what I'm talking about? So the market dropped because he said he was going to impose a 15% world tariff. So basically global, I mean, everybody in the world is going to have to pay 15% tariffs. Meaning like if you paid $1 for it, it's going to cost you $1.15. But while it seems like the Supreme Court has invalidated him to make those decisions. So that's why you're seeing the market moving up, all right? The president, who has seen as a pro-crypto when he returned to the White House last year, didn't mention digital assets in his speech. And I watched the whole thing yesterday. He did not bring up anything about crypto. I was hoping that he was going to bring up some something about the Clarity Act or say something about Bitcoin or basically even the Democrats and him getting to WLFI and all these type of things I wanted to see, but maybe he stayed away from that because that would have opened a whole can of worms. All right, so let's keep it going. The U.S. demand has been down across crypto market, but now investors are seeing a rotation into altcoins, which more of them outstripping Bitcoin, said Daniel Reese-Farrell, chief executive officer of Zero Stack. All right. So this is what they're talking about. Bitcoin traders inside a broader market system now, and the liquidity tightens, volatility increases, he said, adding that the asset like Solana that generate real yield would likely hold up better than assets that were just moving on momentum. All right. The industry mood remains cautious. On February 5th, Bitcoin's tumbled some 13%. That mostly nearly 14, I'm sorry, in 4 years. The token is down nearly 50%. It's all-time high of almost 127,000 that reached early in October. All right. In October, Bitcoin was at 127,000. Investors should avoid reading too much into the recent gains after such a large drift lower. Jake Ortwatsky says the head over the counter, which is OTC, trading at Wintermute, adding that until their token is back to 75, it's hard to see many taking it seriously. So basically, he's saying, Dan Creed, what's going on? Appreciate it. So basically, he's saying unless Bitcoin hits 75,000, they don't see that they're taking Bitcoin seriously. This is Yahoo Finance. This is not Dcryptofan. Just want to keep that going, okay? You see the parallels between the current situation and what happened you saw in 2022. What up, gang? When a sharp decline was followed by months of sideways momentum, only then did the market turn to growth and renew to highs, which took just over a year, Alex Convention said. So basically, he's saying that the price dropped down and was going sideways, trading sideways, and then it exploded. He's saying this remind him of this time right here reminds him of then. The crypto market as a whole is also under pressure, which is the total market value down more than 20% from the 1 year ago, according to CoinGecko. All right. So that's what that is. So they're saying the market's changing because of that sentiments right there. That's what it is. So the Supreme Court taking away the president's power to go ahead and to put a tariff as a state of emergency. That's no longer. Max, what's going on? What's going on, gang? What's going on with you, man? How you doing? Yeah. So just wanted to get in that. So and also, for all y'all just tuned in, we're also talking about Zebec. Zebec came out with a super app yesterday on the chat. King Crypto was going crazy about Zebec, and he was talking about the Zebec Super App. So I went and made sure that I went and did some more DD to go ahead and make sure I explained to you guys exactly right. Mr. James Davison, what's going on, sir? How you doing? What's going on? So you guys just tuned in. We're still going over President Trump and the market. What has the market changing? And we're going over Zebec. Last night, a lot of people in the chat were talking about Zebec, so you already know. I may want to make sure that the chat is chat that's been with me for a while, that they get the news. I try to report news from Zebec that's a power news, but I guess this would be power news too. Yeah, I think, yeah. So it's cool. This is good news. Zebec just launched what they're calling a super app. Not an update, not a teaser, an actual super app, okay? So on this app, usually with Zebec, you would have to go to different apps. So you have to go to payroll app. You would have to go to app for the cards, the silver card and the carbon card. You would have to go to an app for staking and also a cap for treasuries. So what they did, they built one single dashboard that does it all, okay? So imagine you putting everything under one roof. So now you got the payroll, you got the silver card, you got the staking, and you got the treasury, all in one app. So now if you were an employee, you could stake in real time. You can have your cards on there. Your employees can have the cards, and what they're paying out in USDC. When you're messing with Circle, you're messing with a certified company. Remember, this is backed by government treasuries. This is 1-to-1 to the dollar. It's pegged to the dollar. 1 USD is equals $1. The exact value of a dollar. You got it? So that's what Zebec's going to be paying out in USD. And they're going to be running on Solana. Okay? Just want to say that. All right? And also for ladies and gentlemen who don't know what Zebec does, it does real life payroll pays you in real time. You don't have to wait 2 weeks like you do with ADP. This will pay you in real time. It's like basically getting paid like streaming. All right? Just understand that. Just want to make sure. So, and then Zebec burns, the fees are burned by Zebec. All right? Just think about the US dollar. The US is the dollar, USDC is the dollar, Solano's the highway, and then Zebec's the toll. All right? You get it? And now they're gonna bring it to desktop, and then they're gonna bring it to mobile. Tammy just said that said the time when they're actually gonna bring it to the mobile, but that's what it is. So if you business owners could use the desktop and just pay your employees, or you could be an employee and get paid right off the desktop, same way. Tony, will XLM would do payroll as well. I know they have XLM Stellar as a partnership. So I'm pretty sure they're probably using Stellar Rails to move the monies. I would be sure of that. I probably would think they would do that. They're doing big deals, man. Let me tell you, Zebec is doing great deals. They still got ways to go until people start using their payroll in mass. That's when we go. When companies start using it and now they're moving monies, that's when we see the price of it move. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're waiting on. Look into Benji. Y'all going digging in the crates early, huh? Y'all starting digging in the crates early. Benji. See what Benji is. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, man. It's gonna come next month. I'm gonna have to do only Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, man. I gotta get back in the gym, man. I gotta get back in the gym, and the hands. I was gonna still see the neurologist because my thumbs are still numb, man. I haven't had the feelings in my thumbs ever. Now my hands are tingling. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, man. Julia said, "What? Wait." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Listen, man. It just. I gotta get in that gym, man, because I leave work, and the things that I've been paying for the membership, I ain't been using it, and I gotta get the you know what I'm saying, the hands ain't getting better. I gotta get in there, and usually I'm a little bit more, just a little bit more swollen than this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but anyway, what I was supposed to do after work now? You crazy? Julia, you crazy? I was still gonna be Monday, Tuesday. I'm sorry, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. I'm gonna try. I'll see how that works out. I'm gonna try to see how that works out. You know what I'm saying? I'll see what's it, because I work hard to get to the 5 days, and I work hard to get my little group of team, and I don't want to lose my my momentum, and I definitely don't want to lose you guys. So I'm gonna see how that work out, man. I definitely don't want to lose my core group of people that's been with me every single day, 5 days a week. I'm telling you, these people have been with me 5 days a week, going on a year. So yeah, this is I don't know. We'll see. I was gonna do it for next month, but we'll see. We'll see. So we're looking up Benji. I'll do more research for class. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all sticking with me, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's good that the good thing is that I hope the market keeps going up. You know what I'm saying? That what I'm really proud is that we did this stuff when the market was down. That's you know what I'm saying? That's what I really, really like, that we if you look at it, man, I'm looking the picks, the coins that we picked, the coins that we talked about, man, are always some real healthy coins, man. I'm really feeling good about Ondo. I'm feeling good about Chainlink. I'm feeling good about Zebec. I'm feeling good about HBAR, XLM, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solano. Damn, y'all probably like, damn, he's saying everything. There's some coins that I'm really, really feeling good about, just with the tech and the use case. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, 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 let me tell you, yeah, man. Especially what I'm reading about Ondo and all the tokenization that they're doing over there, and then Chainlink, And then, XRP, you already know, like, damn, there's always me reporting on XRP. Let me tell you, there's news to report on XRP right now that I'm reporting. I'm saying, let me report on this because I don't want my Zebec folks think that I forgot about Zebec. It's just that XRP, when you're talking about the number 5 coin in crypto, that this is heavy. Do not sleep. When you're talking about top 5 coins, top 10 coins, that's our blue chip crypto coins. And what XRP is doing is heavy. But doesn't mean that I forgot about Zebec. But you got to put in comparison. You're talking about a $100 billion company versus a $200 million company. All right. All right, so let's get, so you said Benji. Benji is a Franklin Templeton Treasury digital coin. So Benji, I see a Benji. I see there's a Benji here it looks like there's a couple of Benjis. Which Benji are you talking about? Because I see a Benji with $2 million market cap, BNIJI. Which Benji are you talking about? Because I see a couple of Benjis. I see a Taylor Swift's cat Benji. That's wild. Benji rolls. Which Benji you talking about? I've seen a couple of. Is it Bassin Benji? Is it the looking like a meme coin Benji? A Bassin? Is that what you're talking about? Benji Franklin Templin. Are you talking about a token though? Is that the name? Benji Franklin Templin. Benji Franklin Templin. Is that a coin? Benji Franklin Templin. Let me see this. Let me try to Google this. I was looking on Coinbase for it. Benji. Let's take a look at it. Benji Franklin Templin. Let's take a look at this. Benji Franklin Templin. Let me see. You guys got to be digging in the crates early. Benji Franklin Templin coin. Benji token is a standalone crypto, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. It's a tokenized representation of traditional finance assets created by manager. Benji represents a share of Franklin on-chain U.S. government money funding, FOBXX, a regulated U.S. money market mutual fund managed by Franklin Templeton, a large global investment. Each Benji token equals to 1 share of the fund in its record and public blockchains. The idea of tokenized traditional mutual funds, so you share ownership and transfers happens publicly. Blockchain network, bridging the traditional finance and blockchain technology. It's one of the first tokenized regulated U.S. funds, the kind that maintains stable value around 1 per share, while enabling blockchain natives to feature transversality. The key feature, regulated money fund is not a speculated coin, represents a share in a professional managed money market fund, an investment in the U.S. government. The digital token you can hold and transfer its multiple blockchain, Stellar, Ethereum, Arbitron, Avalanche, Base, etc. Yield bearing because the money is market fund holders may earn yield rather than just hold a value like a typical stable coin. Blockchain recording ownership and transactions are recorded on chain, but underlying value comes from regulated investment product. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. You guys got digging in the crates early, huh? So that's what that is. So that was the Benji token, right? Download the Benji app and to purchase it. All right, now that's Benji. I hear you. That Benji ain't for me. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it right now. Let me tell you, I can appreciate it right now for me. Like I tell you, man. I got my little core. I got my little core that I'm sticking to right now, man. Look up what's it, Megadith? Okay, let's look up Christopher Lara says let's look up Megadith. Let's look up Megadith. We digging in the crates, y'all. We started early. Let's look this up. Mega Mega all right, Megadith. All right. All right, Megadith, 8,391. Well, damn. Okay. Is that the one you're talking about? That's number 8,391. Y'all going, boy, y'all going digging in the crates. It doesn't even have a certain supply of this bad boy. Is that the way you talk about? Mega MEGA? Y'all going digging in the crates, man. Y'all going. Is that what you talking about? Magath? That Magath is 8,391. Y'all gotta be digging in the crates for real. I don't see nothing on here. It's market cap. It says 0. Circulating supply, total supply. It says 10 billion. That's what it's saying. It doesn't show any market cap. That's like 1 million for real. Y'all got me digging in the crates. WorldCoin. All right. We've been here. I've been seeing WorldCoin on the chat for a while. Let's look up WorldCoin. It keeps coming up on the chat. Let's look up WorldCoin. All right. Now you got WorldCoin number 52. All right. WorldCoin. Right now it's at 41 cents. It's ranked number 52. Not 8,200. It's ranked 52. All right. The market cap is $1.18 billion. It has a circulating supply of 2.8 billion. Let's take a look. The all-time high was $11.82. It's down 96%. Wow, that baby down 93 cents. Let's take a look. And I remember when this WorldCoin came out. This WorldCoin had a lot of buzz when it initially came out. I'm not gonna lie to you. They were talking a lot about WorldCoin. I think I want to say it came out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. If that's the same coin I'm talking about. And they had a lot of buzz. They had their I think at one time they were calling this one stop app. WorldCoin WLD is a crypto project built around the idea of creating global digital identity network that provides whether someone is a real human in a digital world, something that increases importance in bots and AI. The project was co-founded by Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, Alex Benyon, Max Novers, and company Tools of Humanity. The proof of personhood, World ID. WorldCoin uses a biometric system to verify that you're a unique human, typically by scanning your iris, which is your eye, a device called an orb. The scan generates a World ID, the digital created credentials that proves that you're not a bot or AI. The World WI is on a RC token, which is Ethereum blockchain. When anytime you see ROC20, that means you're built on Ethereum blockchain, okay? That claim that individuals who verify their identity via the orb will be allowed. The world intend to use within the World Network to transaction, community, incentives, and governance. World App users manage their World ID and World Token through the World App, a wallet and protocol, portal and World Network. Okay? So what it basically does, it proves that someone is human, not a bot. Useful online platforms, digital interactions, creates global financial identity network across everyone. The distributes crypto tokens, WLD, is the real people incentive to growth in person. The hybrid crypto identity project combines blockchain economics with biometric verification. So basically they're basically using your eye, your retina, as your identification. Okay. The WorldCoin also has drawn privacy and regulatory scrutiny because the collective biometric data, which is extremely sensitive, some countries have paused or investigated its operation over concerns about data protection and content. Ooh. Here goes what they say. Controversies and risks. WorldCoin has also joined privacy and regulatory scrutiny because it collects biometric data, which is extremely sensitive. Some countries have paused or investigated its operation over concerns about data protections and consent. They need that 2701. They need the ISO 2701 and that SOC too. The World Liberty cryptocurrency tied to the Ambiguous project issues digital IDs proving humans' uniqueness in eye retina scan technology, rewards verified humans with tokens, and strives to blend identity verification with global financial network. So that's what World Coin does. Or Sketner retina scan. Yeah, there you go, boy. Vintage Black said biometric lawsuit all day. Finish back funny. Finish back said biometric lawsuit all day. Hey, I heard. You know, I heard though. You know, it's crazy. I heard in China. I don't know if it's China or Japan. I don't want to get it wrong, but I heard in China, Japan, like when you go into a store, you actually you don't pay, like you don't pay for like you don't apply your credit card. They actually do a retina scan, and then that's how you would pay. So you go in the store, and as soon as you walk out, retina scan paid. That's what I hear. Isn't that wild? Uh, Gizmo's funny. Gizmo says, "Forget all these other coins." Dan, can we talk about number 5, please? Hey, let me tell you, man. Hey, let me tell you something. It's funny, man. That's hilarious. Ah, Google Megath is the Ethereum token with that has dropped yet it should be live in 2 days. Okay, Google. Okay, the Magath. It's a Magath token, Ethereum token. Okay, I thought you were talking about the Magath, the one that I just read. Okay, uh, Google Magath is the Ethereum token that has dropped yet. Okay, let's see here. Let's see this. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Mega. Let's check this out. You guys got me digging in the crates early now. Going. Isn't what we just read. Isn't what we just read? I think that's what we just meant. Magath ET. Yeah, I think that's what we just meant. Magath is a high performance layer scaling network for Ethereum. The blockchain is directly increasing transaction speed and response compared to layer 2 like Arbitrum and Optimus. Itself, real time blockchain, ultra fast transactions through over 100,000 transactions per second. Damn. I'm on the second. 100,000, not 10,000, 100,000 milliseconds level legacy. Magath EVM compatible. Anytime you say EVM, that means it's connected to the side chain of Ethereum. That's what it is. EVM is Ethereum's brain, meaning it's built over to work with Ethereum's existing smart contract ecosystem. The Mega token is intended to be a native token of Magath ecosystem. It's designed to fuel the network, pay gas fees, staking validators, participant govern right, ecosystem incentive rewards. The total is planned to cap around 10 billion tokens based in early economics. The token has been distributed via public scale auction process, might be listing on exchanges in the future. The Magath magnet has recently launched early 2026 after testnet phase. Investors backing from well-known names in crypto spaces. The network aims to support real-time decentralized apps, especially requiring Web 2 and responsive such as gaming, highly frequencies, and etc. When you see Web 2, you already know that's your IGs, that's your Facebooks, that's your TikToks, that's everything when you see that Web 2. So that's basically what it does. There's no reputable token or crypto project called Magath or Ethereum found this major crypto listing the market's data at this time. So that's what that is. All right. I've heard, yes, I heard it's funny to Two Love Studios. Yes, I did hear about that. I heard that I heard that actually Coinbase is put in for a charter. Crypto.com is putting for a charter. Ripple has put in for a charter. Who else? There's one more person that put in for a charter. I forgot. It's one more big. It's one more big one that put in for a charter. But yeah, they're definitely trying to become. They're definitely trying to become banks. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. I'm not gonna. They definitely becoming banks. So that's funny that you said that. Let me see. Y'all getting live tonight. They use WePay. 40 Shorty says they use WePay. Okay. It's coming. Google Magnet is the Ethereum token that has been dropping. Okay, I read that part right there. Oh, y'all was laughing over there, huh? Appreciate the love. Airplex, appreciate the love. Mr. Happy, what's going on? What's going on, Crypto Gang Gang? We got everybody in the building tonight. We digging in the crates early. Y'all got me digging the crates within the first half an hour. It's crazy. Let's see, what is it? Johnny Crypto says, hell no, I'm not messing with no biometrics. Johnny C in Crypto said, hell no. Close that. Hey, yo, Vintage Black said, close that dusty crate while the history will be utilized. Your comments is wild. All right. All right, no more digging in the crates. So let's get back to what you guys, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, just tuned in for. So if you guys just know we're talking about why is the market running, if you look at why the market is running right now, sentiments, and so you guys understand where the market's right now. We're at 2.36 trillion. We up 0.3.5 for the day. Free ingredient index is at 16%. For people wondering why the market's up, the president yesterday had addressed the State of the Union, and though he did not talk about crypto, there was a point where during the year where the president was he was doing a lot of threats of tariffs. So what happened? The last threat was he was going to put 15% threat globally. And at one time, he put 50% tariff on China. That was the October 10th, when the huge dip happened. October 10th, he put the tariff, and then the war between Ukraine, and then the war also with, I want to say, with Iran, and that was Iran and Israel, and that caused a massive drop in the market because of uncertainty. So what happens is whenever there's war talk and there's uncertainty, the risk assets are going to lose. When people get scared, big whales, they're going to pull their money off the side because this is a risk asset. So they don't want to get stuck holding the buck if things go crazy. So what happens is they'll take the money out. So what happens is that they're feeling now because the Supreme Court has taken the president's power away to make those decisions, to do those tariff talks, like how he was going to do 15% tariff globally. The Supreme Court came down and said that he doesn't have the power to do that. And mind you, this is not Dcryptofan saying it. This is the Supreme Court saying it. And this is not, just so you understand, on this channel, we don't do politics. We're talking about money. And the only way I could talk about the money is to talk about this conversation. So it's not that I'm telling you to be Republican or Democrat. This conversation has nothing whatsoever to do with that. What I'm trying to explain to you is what the cause of the market moving and what the sentiment is. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to say vote for the president or not vote for the president, or I like what he said or I didn't like what he said. This has nothing to do with that. So please, this is not a channel for politics. We're talking about monies. And sometimes what happens is, unfortunately, what the president says can move the market. Okay, so just want to let you know, this ain't the channel for that. All right, just want to let you know, if you're tuning in, we don't do politics here. We don't do religion. All right, just want to let you know, we're talking about money. And basically, when we're speaking about the president, that's what it is. So the only way I could really explain this is to talk about what the president said. And he is the president of the United States. All right, it is what it is. Either you like it or not, he's the president. And I came up in the era that You might not like the president and his decision, but you're gonna respect to call the person Mr. President. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I come in those times, in those eras, and those times. I come up from a time where, guess what? I came a time, believe it or not, when we're in elementary, at first period, everybody got up and prayed. I grew up in a time where we said the national anthem every morning. I grew up on the base where I grew up on the base, Air Force Base, where when the national anthem came on, everybody stopped in their tracks, put the salute up. When it's finished, put the salute down and kept it moving. This is the times I came out. I know we're in different times, but I'm just telling you, there was a time where it didn't matter how you felt about either party. It was just about respect. Doesn't mean you agree, but it's a part of respect. That's all it is. So just want to say that. I'm not into politics. This is not the channel for politics, but I just want to tell you what it is. So Bitcoin approached 70,000 level snap. And I don't mind telling you what I voted. I ain't going to get into it, but you know what I'm saying? There's no, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all who I voted for. I voted for Harris. It is what it is. But that's nowhere here or there, but I did. But doesn't mean that I'm not going to disrespect the president and do all that. I'm not going to do that. I don't mean I agree with everything. No. When Democrats were in, it was hell for crypto. It was hell. It was hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna call it what it was. I voted for Biden. I voted for Harris, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It was hell in crypto. They were on our neck. I'll be honest. But and when it's positive news, I'm gonna tell you it's positive news. It is. And you can say what it is, but facts are facts. So Bitcoin approached 70,000 levels, snapping a 3-session losing streak as stocks posted a modest gain and broader risk sentiment improved by NVIDIA Corp and earnings reports. The largest crypto climb as of 9.3%. All right, and this is the most it's grown since February 6th. Okay, just want to say that. People be coming here and say some wild stuff. In New York, trading market is the biggest, right? The biggest ender gain was February 6th. So the last time that we seen a big move like this in Bitcoin was February 6th. The technology stock led a tentative rebound across risk assets. The bellwether digital assets last reached 70,000 February 16th. Ether rose around 2,100 to 2,100, 13%. Just want to put that. Do I support Trump? I don't. Let me tell you something. I support America. This is what happened. I can't change who the president's going to be, so I'm gonna support whatever it's going to take for America to be better. I'm gonna put my hope. This is what I grew up in. Whatever the decision the people make is what we're gonna go with. That's our president. That's it. So if I support him, I'm gonna support our president, whoever the president is. Bottom line, I believe in that. I believe my father fought for this country. My father's a Vietnam vet. So my father fought for this country, and no matter who the president is. I grew up in a time when you respect the president, no matter who it is. I'm gonna respect the president. So if you ask me if I'm gonna support the president, I'm gonna support America and supporting America and supporting the president. Doesn't mean I'm agree with all his decisions. Does not mean that. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no politician. I don't really do politics. And I'm gonna tell you the truth right here. They all in the game. They're all in the game. They're all invested. They're all making money. They're all making money. Both sides of the aisle. So when it comes to this crypto thing and this investment thing, they ain't worrying about that. So why I'm gonna be worried about it? You think, let me tell you, the first Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act, that was bipartisan. That was going through. Things got crazy when the banks and Coinbase start worrying about yields. Things got crazy when Democrats start worrying about the president owning WLFI and the president making billions of dollars in the last 2-3 years off of crypto. That's where the problem came. There was no problem besides that. And you're not going to tell me that there ain't Democrats that invested in Bitcoin. There's no laws. So people understand. There is no, just like you heard the president speak about yesterday when he talked about insider trading. There's no insider trading laws in Bitcoin and crypto. Those same laws you see over there in stocks, it's not the same laws in crypto. So you're not going to tell me that these Democrats and these Republicans are not investing. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me that they spent $130 million. Let me tell you, Coinbase spent $130 million to get Democrats and Republicans in that seat. So who's getting paid? So you think I'm going to sit here and play the game, worrying about this and that when they're getting paid? So you think I'm going to be on the sideline, worrying about being distracted by the politics and the foolishness and this and that and all of this while they're getting paid? Nah. No, hell no. I'm 51 years old, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna be fooled by all the smoke and mirrors while both sides of the aisles are getting paid. Not me. I subscribe to that. I subscribe to that foolishness long enough. No. They both getting paid. You don't have to debate that. That's facts. That's factsola. That's facts. Let me tell you something. You see your boy there? You see your boy Brad, which I love, Brad Garnerhouse. He spent $27 million on Trump election legally to lobbyists. Legally. What are you talking about? I'm not going to, no, man. Listen, of course I'm going to pay attention to things that, I have empathy for decisions that are being made. I have empathy for the world. But the thing is that when we're talking investing and they're moving in a way in investing, I'm not going to sit here like a sorry sap that's sitting here in the tabloids worrying about Diddy and worrying about rhetoric while these people are making money. I'm watching the deals that's going on. These people are not worried about that stuff. You think Jamie Dimons is worrying about any of that stuff? Do you think BlackRock, Larry Fink, is worried about that? You think somebody that's sitting on $11 trillion and has a business worth $50, you think he's worried about that? Seriously. Right now, you have the bank. Let me tell you something. You think Brian Armstrong, right? And them bankers. First of all, them bankers that are getting that 0.5 yield, those bankers have been slowing down crypto. You know what those bankers are? Those bankers are Democrats. Those bankers are Democrats. Okay? You see the ones that's trying to get that 6 and now that trying to get, those are Republicans. You know what they're fighting over? Profit. One makes profit of 6.6 trillion, that's 5%. The other one makes profit of your fees and trading your stable coins that made $3.84 million last quarter. So if you put that 3.5 a quarter, you're talking about over $1.3 billion. Let me ask you, where's the politics in that? Where's the politics in that? So you think listen, man, I'm going to watch my XRP. I'm going to watch the market. I don't have enough time in the day to actually even watch that stuff. I got so much time at work and watching my monies and my investments and my retirement. I've learned a long time ago. I'm going to hold my future in my own hand. I'm not going to be distracted. Get distracted by that stuff right there, you're going to miss out. Get distracted by that right there, you're going to miss out. There ain't enough time in the day. You can't be watching Fox and CNN and then be watching your monies. With all that's going on right now, at this point and right now, at this crosswords of investment right now, at this point that we are right now, where we're talking about the market changing, laws changing, that's for crypto. When you're watching the dollar almost crash, you're watching the transfer of assets. You want to be watching what's going on with Diddy. You want to be watching what's going on with the Trump rhetoric, what's going on with Democrats and Republicans. This talk is going to be going on forever. You better align your pockets because they're aligning their pockets. I'm telling you right now, you better align your pockets. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Just so you know, align your pockets. They're doing theirs. Your president, your president has a Bitcoin mining company. Your president has, listen, a treasury. WLFI is a treasury. Your president also owns a stable coin named WLFI, which is a USD1, which you know how we talk about Zebec? Remember we talk about Zebec paying in Circle, USDC? They got a partnership with USD1 too. Yeah. You know how Trump always talk about China, China this, China that, China this, China that? Well, guess what? He also has a partnership with Aster. And guess what Aster is? Aster is a Chinese company. And that's facts. Look it up. Look it up. Okay? Just telling you. You see Nancy Pelosi, her husband, the man got beat up for insider trading. Listen, man. The 1% ain't getting distracted by that, man. Don't get so distracted that you missing out on your monies, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. King Crypto, no, I didn't get a chance to do the Zebec. I was looking up the Zebec app. Just want to make sure that I explained the Zebec app right. I didn't get a chance to look up the white paper on the RWA. King Crypto serious about that RWA. But you did make me go look up the Super App, so I appreciate that. But yeah, just wanted to say that because we're talking about Trump tonight. I just want you guys to think that I'm anti-president or anything. That was not about that. I don't really even subscribe to the politics like that heavy. You know what I'm saying? Even I'll be honest with you, even when I'll keep it 100 with y'all. I'm freaking. Even when I voted for Harris, I did it because what? It was a black woman. And I went to represent for her. Tell you the truth, I ain't see nothing in Trump. I really see nothing in her because I don't think she represented the black men as much as our black men represented her. To be honest, since y'all really want to know, freak it. Let's keep it 100. I went to go represent the black woman that didn't represent the black men. In my opinion, matter of fact, she put a lot of black men away. Tell you the truth, yeah, put a lot of people away, a lot of black men away. And then on fourth quarter, she came out trying to be super black. I didn't really appreciate that. To tell you, what I'm saying? Tell you the truth, if y'all really want to hear it, I have no reason to lie. Since we've been 100, y'all don't see my mama die, my dad die. Y'all been with me for a long time. Y'all saw my cousin die. Freaking, why I gotta lie to y'all? That's what it is. I'm Dcryptofan. I don't got a front for y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all see me in the strip club. Y'all see me. Y'all try to save my life from getting robbed. Y'all see somebody try to steal my suitcase. Live. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. I ain't got nothing to ride here. Dan Creek, appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100, right? That's what it is. I did. I voted for her. But to tell you the truth, I don't feel like, she didn't represent us. I didn't really appreciate at the end the switch out, Tell you the truth. I think, But you know what? I voted for her. What I'm gonna do. So it is what it is. I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that's what it is. But do I think everybody's getting paid? Hell yeah. Do I really believe in all of them that cold-heartedly? Not really. Not really. Did I see anything that and guess what? I voted knowing that Trump probably was the better evils for crypto. I knew, and mind you, I have hundreds of thousands in there. I knew that Trump was a better candidate when it came towards crypto. Come on, let's not lie. We're not gonna front now. I told y'all the truth now. I voted for Harris, but I damn well knew Trump was gonna be a better candidate for crypto. I'm being honest. I know y'all don't like that, but I gotta be honest, man. I know y'all like it. You just gotta look at, if you look at The facts is your boy SEC Gensler was working for the banks, man. Gensler was on the neck. Gensler was, I mean, hey, Mimi Khan said, I'm blocking you. Listen, man. Hey, if you blocking me for being honest, what can I do, man? Hey, I'm just being honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we here, freak it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. I like being transparent with y'all, and I like you know what I'm saying? I like being 100. I don't really talk politics. I really don't do that, but we talking money. So let's talk money. Now, let's keep it 100. Let's talk money. Gensler was anti-crypto. Gensler was suing crypto. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up. Gensler, twin brother. You know what I'm saying? Gensler's, we throwing block parties? Let me know. We throwing block parties? Let me know. Where the block party at, baby? A stable coin, Magali, a stable coin is a digital dollar. That's all a stable coin is. It's a digital dollar. USDT is USD Tether. That's a stable. That stable coin is not US. The US stable coin is USDC. It's a US dollar, and that's pegged to dollar. Even so, USDT is pegged to the digital dollar, but your bank will take USDC. So just to answer that question, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, Gensler was anti crypto, and the House was also very anti crypto. Even when the Republicans were trying to push the narrative of getting regulations, the majority of Democrats weren't hearing it. I'm just being honest. And the crazy thing is that Gensler, he had a twin brother that worked at a investment company that also pushed Ethereum. And then also the previous chairman, Hinman, was taking backdoor conversations with Ethereum. So I'm just being 100. This is facts. This is what happened. You went from an SEC that was suing, straight up, look this up, was suing XRP, which our investment, which I'm investing $1. I was investing XRP from $1.80, from 27 cents up to $1.80 to crash back down to 33 cents and buying it sideways for 3 years, 3 years for 33 cents against SEC that was a negative. Then you have the president come, the market changes, the market shoots up. Bitcoin goes from 50,000, 60,000 to 120,000. XRP goes to 33 cents to $3.60. You have the crypto market goes from about $1 trillion to $4.29 trillion. You can't ignore the numbers. Numbers don't lie. It's facts. It doesn't matter about politics or not politics. It's actual facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. So when I'm telling you this conversation, it doesn't have to do about politics. It really does have to do with facts. The market moved today because the sentiment is that there's not going to be any more tariff talks, and they've taken away the president's power to do the tariffs. And that was crushing the market because of uncertainty. That's a fact. That's an actual fact. This is a fact. What you want me to do? You want me to pretend? It's the actual truth. The actual fact is that you also have the Supreme Court decision to invalidate the ability to use emergency power to impose what they call tariffs. That's what it is. So that right there caused the market to move. Now, will it keep the market? Would that be enough to keep the market moving? I don't know. I don't know if that right there would signal that. I don't know. Because to me, I think we need liquidity. We need monies. That's what I think we need. We need money in the market to make the market move. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. We need money to move. We need tokenization to start real life. We need XRP to move at scale. And we need liquidity. And then you got to also understand that traders were on the sideline. A lot of traders were scared with Bitcoin. You saw Bitcoin go down because a lot of them knew that the president was going to speak, and they were scared of the State of the Union because you're in a trade, you're betting that the trade. So you understand when traders trade, they're betting that the stock goes up or the stock goes down. When you have the president coming out to talk, you don't know what this, unfortunately, with this president, you don't really know what he's going to say. You don't know if he's going to go left, if he's going to go right. You really don't know. So what happens is, because of that uncertainty, the market's like, you know what? Let's put the money on the sideline and let's see what he says before we leave our money in there. So a lot of people are pulling out their money 2-3 weeks before it just to make sure that, listen, they don't want to get wrecked. Like, God forbid he comes out and says some crazy stuff and now you're getting wrecked. So what happens, people will take the money out the sideline. But now, after he said what he said, they're feeling more confident in the market. So that's why you're seeing the market move the way it did. All right. Just wanted to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really want to get into politics because I really don't do politics here. But since we went about the monies, I was like, yeah, let's get into the monies and get into talk about it. And y'all know my stance, so y'all don't have to. We won't have to revisit it again. So when I'm talking to it, y'all know that when I'm talking about Trump, it's that reason. It's nothing. I don't want to sit here and see that I'm just writing for Trump. That's not what I'm saying. It's the president. We have to respect what it is. That's what it is. And then also, we got to watch our monies. That's what it is. So I just want to let you that, because I know a lot of people, I know I talk about Trump a lot, and I don't want people to get confused and just think that, hey, he loves Trump. That's not what it's about. It's about the policies. All I'm talking about, when I'm speaking about the president, I'm speaking about policies. That's all it is. I'm not speaking about anything else. Politics sometimes, unfortunately, politics plays a role in investment, as you can see. Look at the Clarity Act right now. The Clarity Act is holding up everything right now. And for people just tuned in, what's the Clarity Act? The Clarity Act is basically, right now, they're waiting to see. Well, the Clarity Act basically gives us clarity on what coins are. Okay? So right now, they're trying to find out who's going to be getting yields. The bank saying that we're getting yields. We're scared we're going to use business if exchanges are doing yields, because banks, that's how they make their money. In America, there's $6.6 trillion in savings deposits. The banks make 4 to 5% of that. So you're talking about 240 to 300 billion a year that they make. They're scared that exchanges are going to take that money, because now what exchanges want to do, they want to give that 4 or 5% to you. Now, here's the big difference. Here's the disclaimer. The bank insures $250, which not the bank, but FDIC insures it. Okay? And then with the Coinbase, mind you, I got hacked for $54,000. You ain't getting that money back. So I just want to put you that. Those are the two differences, main differences. They might be small in particular, but that's the main business right now. So when I'm talking about politics, it can mess with our money. Because before the Clarity Act, we was moving in the right direction, and the Clarity Act was supposed to go down January 15th. Now they're talking about pushing down to April. But Brad Garlinghouse says there's an 80% chance that it will end at the end of April. Bloomberg is reporting there's a 90% chance that it will go through. And last time they gave those type of numbers, it went through. Just put that in perspective. Boy, I'm happy I bought me some Solano, boy. Yeah, I'm happy I bought my Solano at that freaking $83, huh? Like, I know right now y'all gotta be feeling happy that you DCA'd. Right? These are the times that we're happy that, damn, we bought when it was low, huh? These are the times that you feel, damn, thank God I bought at that price. When it starts moving like this will make you feel more better buying on the dip. I mean, you don't want to get too excited, but it does feel good that when you bought Cardano for 26 cents, 25 cents, and now you see at 29 cents. It makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel good when you're buying Bitcoin at 66,000 and now you see it at 68. When you're buying Ethereum at 1,900, now it's at 2,100. These are the things. Dogecoin, 8 cents. Now you see it at 10 cents. You know what I'm saying? Chainlink, remember we was getting it for that. We're talking about $8, $9.21. You know what I'm saying? And I had to own my Chainlink for $12.93. Boy, it took me a while to get that baby under $12. Now I'm in the $11 range, but boy, that was some hard work, man. That was some. Even my Zebec, like when I DCA, when I first started getting Zebec, I was getting Zebec at 0041 and 0039. Man, I was able to get that thing under 300349, but boy, that thing was hard, man. I was really trying to get under in them twos, but damn, that's very difficult, boy. But you know what you do, you keep DCing. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is that, remember I was telling y'all about not throwing everything at it because you never know how far it keeps going down and going down and going down. That's what it is. And the thing is that it's okay to miss it doesn't matter if you miss it on the way down. But guess what? If you keep descending on the way down, going down, you might miss that last one going down, but you sure ain't gonna miss it when that baby going up. You sure ain't gonna miss it when it went up, baby. Tell you that much right now. You might have missed that last dip, but as that thing start going up, you didn't miss that bad boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Tell you right now. So just wanted to go over that. So when we're talking politics, we're just talking about how the events of politics and how it affects the markets. And as you can see, it affected the market in a positive way, and sometimes it can affect the market in a bad way. And I hate that politics got so much power in the market, because I don't remember it having so much power in the market. But in the crypto market, man, unfortunately, man, the most powerful people could say the wrong things. Now, there was a time where Elon Musk could really move the whole market. There was a time when Elon Musk would say, let me tell you, there was a time when, let me tell you, every day, people reporting on what Elon Musk did when it came to crypto. Like, people were reading things encrypted. Oh, when he said this, it meant this. When he said this, it meant this. People, let me tell you, they were so enamored. They were so enamored by your boy. There was everything Elon. Like, you would think Elon was Brad Garlinghouse, straight up. You would think he was Vitalik. Matter of fact, you would think he was Satoshi. You would think Elon Musk was Satoshi the way these people acted. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you, man. But anyway, man, just wanted to get in that. Just wanted to get in that tonight. Tonight we went a little deep in there. Just went into politics a little bit. Just want to get that stuff out the way. So when y'all hear me when I'm talking, y'all know exactly where I stand, so we don't have to go over it. It's what it is, man. Just remember this, man. Both sides of the aisles are investing. Don't get so caught up in that. Don't get so caught up in it, because I guarantee you, they flipping their money. All right, don't get so caught up. Thank you, Big Lou. They ain't too many broke people on the aisle. There ain't too many broke Democrats, Republican governors up there. I'll tell you that much. Then my man said, what he said? Mitchell Alex Cron says, I'm covering the bills of the first 5 people to message me the word of God. Really? Y'all listen, y'all go ahead and go do that stuff, and y'all end up getting robbed. That man said he gonna bless the first 5 people. Y'all be the first 5 people getting robbed. yo, 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 y'all better wild out, man. Let me throw this block party for you real quick, man. Let me throw a block party for you, man. Protect my people, man. Let me throw a block party, man. Protect my people, man. Let me throw that block party, protect my people, because there be one of y'all talking about, let me go ahead, man. Let me one of them 5 people get my bills. Let me protect y'all, because y'all going to get robbed out here. let me block them. Somebody's out there. Why did you block them, Dcryptofan? I wanted to get my bills paid. Because you about to steal your wallet. Okay? You about to be crying like me talking about, I got hacked for $54,000. You see, I bring it up every episode. There's a reason why, because I'm traumatized still. Okay? That happened 2002. That happened 2020, December 14th or December 16th. I think it was 14th, December 14th. Yeah. But yeah, that was very traumatizing. Y'all go ahead and start linking up and tapping on people's stuff. They're going to steal your stuff too, all right? Protect your money. The worst thing is to get hacked. The worst thing is to get hacked at a time when the market starts moving, all right? There's nothing worse. Nothing worse than that. Imagine you spend all this time watching the market sit here at 2.3 trillion. Imagine the market moves to $10 trillion. And whatever you own, 10x, 15x, and you missed out because somebody came and robbed you. Be careful. All right? Be careful. Make sure you have your wallet. Keep your wallet. All right? Don't keep it on exchanges. Please be careful out there. All right? Don't get hacked, please. Anyway, it's Dcryptofan. Well, all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap, man. We went deep tonight, boy. Y'all had me going in tonight, man. But anyway, please be careful out there. Keep it easy, man. And watch your money. All right. Even so, we talked about politics tonight. Watch your money, man. Please, people, watch your money. Don't get too caught up in back and forth with each other about politics. About, oh, you're Democrat, you're Republican. That don't get caught up in that. Let's get caught up in what's in the best interest for us and our family. Let's get caught up in that. Let's look out for that. Let's make sure we tap into the wealth and the finances for our family. Once we can do that, everything else is that's it. If we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of nobody. If you can't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of no one. Straight up. And we're at the age right now that I don't know, man. This uphill climb is getting a little bit longer. So we got to figure a way to get out early. All right? And that ain't no politics. That's facts. It's Dcryptofan, man. You already know, man. Love y'all, man. Mañana.